Welcome to SLN TV English. My name is Jasmine Saeed and I'm here to update you with the daily news. Here are the stories making headlines. A senior delegation of governmental officials returns to Hargeisa. The Hargeisa orphanage makes a medical donation. Car bomb blasts kill in Cairo. The State Minister of Finance of Somaliland, Hargeisa, has returned from a fundraising trip to several European countries. The State Minister of Finance for Somaliland, Ismaan Sahadid Adani, accompanied by a senior delegation of government officials, inclusive of parliamentarians, returned to Igal International Airport in the capital city of Somaliland, Hargeisa. The State Minister arrived after a several-country visit to many European countries, inclusive of the United Kingdom, for fundraising purposes. The State Minister was greeted by the Minister of Presidency, Hirsi Ali Haji Hassan, and the General Manager of Somaliland National Television, Khabar Hassan Ali Gas. The Minister gave a brief statement to media officials in the VIP room of the newly renovated airport. Mr. Adani provided the media officials with a financial breakdown of the monies received from the different countries. He outlined the monies were raised as a total of $7.5 million. From London, the total monies collected was $2 million. From Holland, $1 million. $1.5 million from Norway, $1 million from Germany, $1 million from Sweden, $200,000 from Belgium, $150,000 from Birmingham, $150,000 from Bristol, $150,000 from Cardiff, $150,000 from Sheffield, and Liverpool and Manchester with a combined contribution of $150,000. Parliamentarian Ali Gabile also gave brief remarks upon arrival. The Civil Service Institute awarded certificates of participation to government employees who recently completed a training seminar in accounting. These trainings are part of a national governmental plan to optimize and improve the skills of existing and future government staff. The chairman of the Civil Service Institute, Mohammed Mihile Bogore, awarded the trainees with certificates of achievement. He also outlined the objectives of these trainings. The chairman described them as being innovative and crucial for employees of the government, and also outlined the role of CSI within them. CSI is a regular provider of extracurricular trainings for government staff at all levels. The trainees were advised to implement the information and skills given to them by this training and eventually pass these skills on to other relevant parties. Within the training, a part was dedicated to introducing trainees to a unique accounting system used internationally. The director of Hargeisa's Orphanage Centre donated a large amount of much-needed medical supplies to Hargeisa Group Hospital. The director of the Orphanage Centre, Asha Mahmoud Ghalib, explained that this donation was possible due to a much larger donation given to the Orphanage Centre of medical supplies earlier in the year from the Islamic Bank. The director of Hargeisa Group Hospital also gave a brief statement of thanks to the director of the orphanage for their generous and unexpected donation of much-needed medical supplies. The Hargeisa Group's hospital is currently run on subsidies from the government and as such was definitely in need of such a charitable gesture. You're still tuned into the SLN TV News English, the only Somali-speaking channel with an English news programme. And now for our international headlines in detail. A bomb explosion has destroyed a bus in Cairo, injuring at least 5 people as tensions continue to rise in Egypt. Authorities say the homemade device had been put on a traffic island and that a second one, found nearby, was made safe. It comes the day after the government declared the outlawed Muslim Brotherhood a terrorist organization and 2 days after a huge blast in the city of Mansoura. A suicide car bomber killed 15 people at a security compound on Tuesday, almost all of them police officers. Attacks on security forces have multiplied since the army ousted President Mohamed Morsi in July. An Al-Qaeda-inspired militant group says it was behind the Mansoura blast, in which some 140 people were injured. The government has blamed Morsi's Muslim Brotherhood, despite the group's condemnation of the bloodshed. The Brotherhood said it remains committed to peacefully resisting what it calls a military coup. Since Morsi's overthrow, the state has killed hundreds of his supporters in the streets and arrested thousands more. Japan's relations with South Korea and China are more strained following Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe's visit to a controversial shrine. Abe has drawn criticism from Seoul and Beijing by going to the Yasukuni Shrine, the burial site of Japanese leaders deemed war criminals by an allied tribunal. The Conservative Prime Minister is keen to restore pride in Japan's military past. During the Second World War, Japan occupied large parts of China. The two countries are currently embroiled in a row over islands in the East China Sea. A statement from China's Foreign Ministry on Abe's visit solemnly urged Japan to reflect on its history of aggression and take actions to win the trust of its Asian neighbours. South Korea also expressed anger at Japanese officials visiting the shrine in the past. Yasukuni is seen by South Korea as a sign of Japanese occupation from 1910 to 1945. South Korea's Minister of Culture, Sports and Tourism, Yoo Jin-ryong, said there is regret and anger over the visit. That's all the news we have for you today. Thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.